Welcome back to Ni no Kuni 2. So now, before we move on, I want to go back here because I want to show something.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to demonstrate, you know how I explained in part, was it part 2? Yeah, part 2. You know how I explained in part 2 about the whole coloring of the monsters? And there you go, see? Since I'm over leveled, the monsters are blue right now, so they won't chase me.
Hey, Dibs. Dibs.
Dun 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 dun. Anyway.
Why is it that the Brits are never around when we need them?
Excuse you?
Anyway, use
The
that.
Brits, Roy.
Yeah, this is the first...
I am British!
This is the first leaf that Evan saw in that
Yes.
cutscene in the previous part, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yes, sure, you are British, but I wasn't talking about just you.
Basically, notice how notice
Oh,
Teo,
Jesus.
notice Teo how the
Level 20.
yeah, basically Teo, if you decide to go in here early, you'll
Be
get
prepared.
be prepared. Yeah. So in true old school JRPG fashion, the game, it is possible to run into really strong over level monsters if you the game will reward your curiosity, but also will punish shit at some points.
So anyway, Dibs,
Yeah?
we're going to the Cradle of Light.
Is that a reference to something?
Angelina Jolie.
The second Tomb Raider movie.
Don't worry, Dwibs. As you yourself have determined from playing it, this Cradle of Light is actually cool.
Yeah.
Bum rush.
Was exciting.
Even
Of
though,
course, it's
and guess what? Oh, hey guys! Guess what? We're going to do a puzzle in that Cradle of Light, and yet Dwibs is calling it exciting. Well, if I managed to make a level 5 puzzle seem exciting to Dwibs. There you go. This game is this game is officially a miracle.
Didn't they already do that with Layden a few times?
Dwibs?
Well, I needed help with those puzzles, though.
Oh, I get it. So basically, you're saying that they made puzzles that Dibs can solve. That's what you mean.
Let's just say the puzzle itself that we're going to do in this part is quite interesting because of its story context.
Can I explain it?
Sure, if you want.
Thank you. Well, I'll explain it when we get there.
Sure. I'll give you a little cue because I actually do want to present here with a question as the puzzle's about to start, and then I'll cue in. All right, there you go. Oh crap!
So I take that these optional pad with super, relatively
And
high
Connie-
level, there actually is an item or weapon that's maybe of interest.
Yes, you can
fell
get
off.
some treasure chests with power with some cool items. Yes, you are.
Alright,
This path is actually going to be required to go through later on in the story. But yeah, like I said, being quite the guy who loves to explore in this game, I actually came here before, and yes. So yeah, if you're like me and you like exploring, and especially considering how this game rewards your exploration immensely, be sure to go prepared because you never know what you may find.
Pedro,
Yes,
you're running low on health.
I know, Dwebs. Don't worry, I got this.
I need healing.
See, Dwebs, when you press the touchpad, you go into the menu and the game is paused. So there you go. You can pause and go to the bathroom while you're fighting.
Excuse me, Mr. Monster, do you mind if you stop the fighting for a bit? I need to go pee.
It's kind of like in Nier Automata. Like Nier Automata has a Kingdom Hearts style of item usage where you use it for a brief little pop-up menu in the bottom left corner. However, you can also just pause the game and use an item there. That's how I do it because
I
it's.
think also Metal Gear Rising does that.
Yes.
I think.
There you go, Teo. Here's the little.
Let's see.
Here's a
ring.
breezy ring, yes. But yeah, like I was trying to say though, this particular path we're taking right now, this is actually going to be obligatory in the campaign later on in Chapter 4.
Okay.
It's just that you can go here early, just for so the game will.
Just you need to be prepared for it.
By the time we do get to this, and keep in mind, I'm at level 24 right now. So, and even then, I still, as Zeus pointed out, I still had a bit of trouble. So yeah, Teos, if I remember correctly, you found the combat in Ni no Kuni 1 easy, like I did.
Yeah, kinda.
Well,
pretty much.
as you can see, there's a lot more challenged in the fighting, especially when it comes to the tainted.
It has a complete different system. I mean, being Mon related, the previous one, it was as easy as getting the best Mon. And again, if you knew how to exploit the cutscene attack in your favor, you could actually made any potential boss a cakewalk.
Mm-hmm. In this one, however, especially with the tainted monsters, because the tainted monsters are the hardest bosses in this game, particularly one that takes place in Ding Dong Dell. And let's just say that boss, like, basically, even if you're at level 99, the boss is so powerful that it practically one-shots you every 5 seconds. So unless of course you dodge the attacks, because if you know what you're doing and you're paying attention, you can easily dodge the attacks. But it can be quite a tough one. Go ahead, Shirei. Shirei?
Getting to the King's Cradle is a pain, but luckily for you, I'm here to give you a lift.
All set?
All set?
Well,
There you go.
yes!
Shirei?
Right, let's get going.
Oh, here you go. Go ahead, Dibs.
Evan, lad, have you a moment for old Batu before you take off?
I suppose.
I couldn't very well deny young Tiny back there in front of everyone.
Alright.
But there's not a soul been to that cradle and made it back unscathed. If she comes home with so much as a scratch, I'll have your head hide.
Of course.
Understand?
Remember, there's more
The
than one.
apprentice's power.
Remember, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Aw.
Yes, Chief Batu. We'll be very careful. Tawny will be safe with us. I promise. All right, I think we're ready. King's honor.
And notice how he's using his determined face on him again, the same face
Yes.
that convinced him last time. But anyway,
Protecting your love interest.
design-
and here's the clip that was seen even in the reveal trailer.
trailers.
Yeah.
I wanna fly high.
I want to be high.
Waves.
Oh yeah.
Shirei?
The cradle's up there.
That sure is a lot of stairs.
Stairs. So many stairs.
Hey, Teo,
Here we are last. Come on.
it's like at the beginning of Ace Ventura 2. Oh, Leaf Book has been updated. Let's see. Portrait of a pork chopper. Yar, feast your eyes on this shot I took of a fearsome pork chopper. 'Twas no mean feat getting this close, but it was more than worth it. These beasts ain't daft. They can use such weapons as they take off their victims. You'll find them in Cold Coil Canyon, so watch out.
They must be rather delicious.
So there you go. That's a pork chopper.
Ah, pork chop.
Snapping a close-up like this took real guts.
Pork choppers are impressive beasts indeed.
You have
You have
excellent
excellent taste in monsters.
Matt for monsters.
Just let me have the ribs, and that should be good.
So there you go. As you can probably guess, Matt for Monsters is a guy on Leaf Book who loves talking about his favorite monsters that he finds in
And basically gives you some tips.
So what? He's the protagonist from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I guess you can say it.
Newt.
Cradle-
Newt's command.
All right. Welcome to the Cradle of Light. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is where we got our kingmaker, huh?
Yes, if we can prove ourselves worthy.
Cradle of Light.
It's kind of a bit dark, ain't it?
Like
Funny name.
foreboding.
What's this?
Let's see.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Son of a bitch.
Bitch.
Wanderer, seekest thou to prove thyself a king?
Talking statues? What next?
Oh, so this is where you draw the line.
Yeah, this is when you
Again,
stop questioning
Roland in his
things.
mind is like, yeah, this is where my life jumped the shark.
I do. My name is Evan Petit Whisker of the House of Tildrum. I have come to make a pact with one of the great guardians.
Very well. Then the trials of knowledge and courage await.
Oh, no trial of love, seriously?
Yeah.
0 out of 10.
Dude, Teo, that would be completely stupid.
Leave my companions behind thee and go
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, in order to prove himself. Well, obviously, Evan has to go alone.
Obviously.
There is
They're
no room
very,
for love.
You know, they're very anti-love here, apparently.
Indeed.
There
They
is
don't
no
like
love in level 5 worlds.
Try.
Go ahead, Shiri.
Blimey. Good luck, Evan.
You can tell I'm British because I say blimey.
Yes. You'll be fine. You can do this.
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to do the Trial of Knowledge and the Trial of Courage, which means it's a boss battle, without our party members.
Alright.
What about the Higgledies?
Now, we do bring the Higgledies. Yeah.
Looks like you have to take the trial by yourself, Evan. Good luck, okay? And remember, this is the first step on the road to become a king.
I guess the Higgledies are not people.
Well, we already established that they're not, so go ahead.
That's racist.
Go ahead, Shiri.
We'll wait for you here, Evan. Just be careful, alright?
Aw.
Sure, of course. Besides, cats always stand on their feet, so what's the worst that could happen to me?
Well,
Alright.
you're only half a Grimal King, so...
Alright,
Did you land on your feet when rolling?
alright, we're going to
chocolate?
start... Alright, Teo, we're going to start with the Trial of Knowledge, which is a fairy tale puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
This layout is familiar.
Teo.
Where am I?
Alright, Teo, before Dweb starts reading, stop him if this sounds familiar. I'll just say this.
Knowledge.
Well, this looks like one of those puzzle rooms from 13.2.
The story, like any other, is possessed of a beginning, a middle, and an end. Trace the trial of this tale to pass the trial,
Trail.
or go back on thyself and
Pretty much, or go
fail.
fuck yourself in the ass.
Could that be where the story begins?
Alright, guys, stop me and Dwebs if this sounds familiar. Go ahead, Dwebs.
Okay, basically, we're going to. This trial is basically telling the story of a tale that we're all rather familiar with.
Yep.
It's a story of the first game.
Let's
Wow, Tia, you're a wizard.
Are you sure? Well, isn't this actually reinforcing?
Well, let's just say, Teo, they take
Yeah.
they do take liberties, but it's obvious that it is.
Well, that's the thing.
Right,
Shouldn't
basically-
these hold on. Shouldn't these reinforce the theory that this is actually a direct sequel
No.
because it's a
You
legend
have
of the past?
you have to read the book and then go along the path in the exact order it wants you to. If you fail, you have to start. You just press the reset button and you start over. You do this like 3 or 4 times, and that's how you get the
3 times.
kingmaker.
Indeed.
But yeah, I have to agree with Tio. I mean, so far there doesn't seem to be anything suggesting that this isn't a sequel.
Except for the fact that we established that kingmakers have been around, and there were no kingmakers in the first game. So
Well, yeah,
just
if
that
it's,
this
if
is
it's
like
many
the
centuries
way
after,
into the
again,
future.
it's the cycle of civilizations rising and falling and
Well,
introducing
Teo,
new things.
I can tell you that there's going to be later lore that contradicts what you're,
Sure,
what you're
sure,
proposing.
We'll
whatever.
wait and-
Now let's,
okay, we'll
let's
wait
just
and
read
see.
the tale.
Once upon a time, the world was ruled over by an evil dragon possessed of terrible power. A little boy from a little village, determined to rid the world of the dragon's misery and bring happiness back to all, set out to defeat the beast.
Okay.
Notice how boy is in blue letters.
Boy.
That's actually a clue. As it's touched, the magic wand handed down by the people of his village stirred to life, and thus he was granted the power of sorcery. Drawn by the call of the wand, a fairy came to the boy and befriended him. Together, the two of them set out on a great journey to save the world. So yeah, notice how magic wand is in pink and fairy is in light brown
Orange.
or orange. Orange. Okay. Those color coded for your convenience. Alright, so basically we have to read the story, and we also have bonus orbs. When the trial begins, you'll notice some orbs floating above certain squares. You don't have to collect these, but if you do, you can earn a bonus at the end. So basically...
Again, even with the music, this reminds me so much of those quote-unquote puzzle sequences
You got-
from 13.2.
So I
you-
have
you
to
don't
make
have-
it from here to the end of the story without going back on myself.
You don't have to collect the orbs; they're just for bonuses.
So
Yeah.
basically, from what I can understand, but basically this is one of those puzzles where you have to go through the thing without retracing on any
Yeah.
skills you've already seen.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
It's
When you step on
the
a platform-
Sutopolis gym from Generation 3.
When you come off a platform, it falls off.
Exactly, and you have to do it in the order that the story tells you. So obviously we have to go to the boy first. Once upon a
Alright.
time, a little boy from a little village determined to rid the world of the dragons. Blah, 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 blah. So there you go. We found
And
the
that statue looks quite familiar too.
Indeed. Anyway,
I guess Pedro's not trying to get the orbs here.
nah, there's no need. I'm just gonna move forward for the sake of time. So yeah, next is the wand, magic wand. So next is the fairy. All right. Another thing we have to make sure that is that aside from reaching the spots involving each of the statues, we also have to take a good look at the story. By the way, you can always read the story by pressing X or square if you're playing, so you don't have to go back to the book if you want to reread the story.
That fairy statue looks familiar.
Nah,
Indeed it
you're
does.
crazy. You're crazy too. Basically, oh, there you go. Here's the problem.
That's strange. The route I took looked like the right one. Could the statues be facing the wrong way, perhaps?
Basically, you have to read the story carefully and notice if there's some kind of hint as to where you're supposed to turn the drippy statue. So obviously, it's the puzzle is all about reading carefully and making sure you notice the little tips that the text has for the sake of how to where to
so
turn.
you were just showing what happens when you screw up. That's why you didn't get the orb the first time.
Very good, Jova. You
That's
got
the thing. Now you kind of screw up anyway because you need to rotate the statue anyway, but you have no ground left when.
Very good too.
Yeah.
Oops.
Turn around.
And like Theo said, I'm fucked. There we
Wah,
go.
wah.
All right, let's start over. We can always press the touchpad to start over at any point.
Come on now, Evan. Or whoever's controlling me.
All right, let's try.
Woe is me and
Alright.
everyone else.
Let's do this for real now.
For realsies.
Oh, trust me, Theo. This puzzle has 3 phases. This is actually the easy phase. Like the third phase is
Again,
where
I
it's.
can see that.
All right, let me just. I'm trying my best to plan things out so I see if I can also get the orbs. Because it's easy getting the puzzle done. It's trying to get all the orbs that's the tough part, because you have to go for a very specific path if you want to get all the orbs. And as you see,
Yeah.
I could see a way that you can go for it and get the orbs easily. Just you would have to zigzag. I mean, granted, yes, it does depend on the order of the colors, but that in and of itself should be relatively simple since you do have another one.
Oh, can I read the next book bit, Pedro?
sure, go ahead.
I guess I'll read the third and final one then.
Yeah, sure. I'll use my reading as a little bit of practice for a character coming up later in this part.
Oh, never mind. This is actually the one where I do get all of them. There you go. See, I 100%ed this particular phase. There you go.
Yay.
Show off.
More
Wait,
like
get the orb
completionism.
first.
Don't worry, I will. Basically, each of these 3 orbs are items that you'll get at the end when you succeed.
So bonuses.
Yeah. So basically, if you do take the time to get this puzzle
You got
the
it,
best
so then-
way, you'll be rewarded.
So basically, the statues have to be
A
facing
Sorrow
a
Way,
certain
aka
way.
Potion. A Strong Sith Sensor, aka MP. And a Leather Armor. We got a Leather Armor earlier than you would. There you go.
The door! It's open! Yes!
Alright,
Right then.
one puzzle down, 2 to go.
Alright, just get there then. There we are.
It looks as if the Try of Knowledge is not over yet.
Take us away,
Nope.
Wits.
Guided by his friend the fairy, the boy roamed the land and gathered together a band of faithful companions. The first was a kind-hearted harpist whose magical melodies could soothe even the fieriest soul. The second was a brave Philistine, ever ready to help his
Peacefully.
friends through any hardship they might face on their quest.
Gee, I wonder who those 2 are.
I can't golly gee whiskers. I can't put my mind on it.
Golly, what are you on about, man?
Jeepers! Jeepers, I do think it's a bit hard to remember who could have done
Jenkins,
this.
if only we had a Scooby clue.
Go ahead.
The third was a wise wizard who took the boy as his apprentice and taught him all he knew the ways of magic. His party of heroes thus assembled, the boy found the courage at last to face the monsters that travelled the world. And so he and his companions set out to battle them wherever they might be found.
There you go,
Again,
Tail.
this is treating rather White Witch canon. So the last party member was Swain's brother.
Marcuson, yes.
Marcuson,
However,
yeah.
Teo, notice that they took some liberties, because Marcuson
Yeah,
never
yeah.
took Oliver as his apprentice. So
Again, and also before Shadar was not a dragon. So
Well, yeah, true.
I already read this bit once, you know.
Again, it's the idea that passing through each time a story becomes legend, and thus kind of loses a couple of key elements and which gets altered.
let me put it this way. Let me
Yeah,
put it.
true, that actually does make sense now that Tio puts it like that.
Let me put it this way, without spoilers. let's just say when we get to Hydropolis, the lore that we learn from that town heavily contradicts what we learned about in the first game. I'll just say that.
Sure.
It'll depend. We'll have to wait and see. For all we know, it could be explained away by it being a long period of time.
Well, Jova.
Pedro.
Well,
okay,
yes,
now that's
Drippy.
the one.
What is it?
I don't know, Pedro. That one there looks like a ray gun or something.
Well, there's also the fact that Hino specifically said that this is not the same Nino Kuni, so
Wait,
But it's a magic show, not sci-fi, man.
When did he say that anyway?
in that interview that I showed you guys. Come on.
Could you show it again?
Okay, fine.
Just pass the link later or whatever.
Yeah, just pass the link. And hey, who knows? Maybe Hino himself was a bit confused there.
Sure.
He wrote the thing.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hold on.
So don't you see, guys? All that lack of sleep meant Hino forgot his memory.
True, that would also make sense.
Now you're just looking for excuses, honestly.
Wait.
Hey,
no,
Shigori, one of my characters is coming up. I need to be
So
in
wait,
character.
hold on. With that panel, you actually state on both statues.
Well, remember, Teo, the text specifically says that both the wizard and the monsters were facing each other. Get it? Facing each other?
Plus,
See?
I went Cardiff recently, so I got.
Oh yeah, that's alright. Well, okay. The boy faced the monsters troubling the world. There you go. See, that's a hint. So as you can see, you have to read the text carefully so you know exactly where to turn the statues.
All right then.
This is the hardest.
would
Sorry, actually no. This is it's actually never mind. This was right. It's 4, not 3. Go ahead, Wiz. What is it?
I would have done a drinking game, but I probably would have passed out with the number of resets you've done.
I guess I'll read the fourth one then.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, never.
I've got the third one.
This was just a reset. Never mind. I'm sorry. I forgot about it.
Yeah, you were fine. Why did you reset?
Because I got greedy and I really want those orbs.
I thought you had all the orbs
I
that time.
want gold.
What?
Gold!
There we go. Now let me think.
Really, Pedro, you're obsessed about those tokens?
There you go.
All right, let's move on to the next. So what prizes do I get? And so
another puzzle.
You get some
sex
you
sensor.
get some Welsh rabbit.
And that
Freely
Shem one is
sorrowing.
probably feeling
You'll
proud
get
right
nothing
now.
unlike it.
Nothing.
And a new wand. Yay.
Which looks like a chisel.
A door! It's open! Again!
It's a different door, you numpty.
Alright, go ahead, Jova.
I wonder if this
Oh,
will be the
jeez.
last part
That's
of the
a
tale.
huge statue.
Endings.
Evil dragon, who ruled over the world, could not be defeated until the 4 towers emitting the evil ore that had protected him had been destroyed. The first tower looming in front of him, the wizard laid it low with a mighty spell. The second was close by the pistolier, who carefully took aim and felled it with a single shot.
Jesus.
The third was sent toppling when the harpist turned to the soldier and spurred him on with her songs.
There you go, Teo. A bard who's not useless.
Surely you're jesting.
Well, Bart is also a medic, so yeah.
What's the
After
next
all,
part?
Esther was quite helpful.
True. Well, she was the Pokemon Collector.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The fourth tower, which stood in front of the ferry, was flattened when he ran into it headfirst as fast as he could.
No.
The tower's gone, the dragon was vulnerable at last, and the final battle began in earnest. As the fight between them raged, the boy spied his chance when the dragon turned to face him and let loose the legendary spell Mornstar. It struck the dragon and fell down dead. Thus, the world was saved and all lived happily after, although there was also a zombie outbreak shortly afterwards.
But we try not. But we don't speak about that part.
True, to be fair, that part was kind of extra content for the console version.
Besides, it's like what Tarquin said in Order of the Stick. The story just doesn't really end. It just stops the moment the bard stops talking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Marcuson destroys this tower. There you go.
Boom.
Bang.
All right.
Boom, bang.
The particular different gimmick is that the spinning statue in this room is the dragon itself, as you can see. So we have to consistently spin the dragon around so he can actually help us get through. All right, now we have to turn.
And so we can defeat it.
Now we
have
turn
to defeat
Swain
a-
towards the tower, and we click
Basically,
on it. There you go.
we have to defeat a statue.
Basically, yeah. The statue is covered in darkness, so we have to destroy that darkness. All
It's
right.
like it's like a mini boss fight, only it's a puzzle.
Yeah, makes
Thanks.
sense.
Thanks, Mr. Dragon. Bye.
I gotta say, guys, the Japanese really love the darkness.
They do.
They do. In fact, to the point where they fetishize it in Kingdom Hearts.
All right, this is by far the hardest part of this puzzle because getting through to that tower of Esther and still manage to get out of there is can be quite tricky.
Yeah, I remember this is the part I really struggled at when I was doing the share play with Pedro.
Very good, Drippy. All right, let's think about this.
The clock is ticking in the
Basically, I have to
background.
turn. Obviously, I have to turn Esther towards the soldier.
The soldier, yeah.
But at the same time, click on the yellow circle thingy and still manage to come back here.
So basically, just go right around that way, then zigzag
Keep in-
around.
keep
after
in
you've
mind
gotten
every
the
time you-
angles just right.
Keep in mind, every time you pass through a platform, it falls. So
Exactly. That's why you need to go around it from the
Unless
other way.
it's,
Don't go through the way you're about to go.
Unless it's them platforms that don't have the light around it.
yeah, very good.
I think no, you think you screwed up.
No. I think
No. I think you can still make it.
Yeah, he can still make it. If he just
Just
does this
extra
methodically.
Such
Let's.
tension.
Tick tock.
Okay, it's okay, guys. It's okay, guys. I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, what could possibly go wrong, right?
Should I put the kettle on?
Sure.
Why should you?
All right, let's try it.
I could post you the tea.
Yeah.
Look, tea bag.
Seriously, that clock's a ticking, guys.
Even though there's
Don't worry, don't
No,
worry. There's no
fortunately, there's no actual time limit. You
Yeah,
see,
Again,
there's
it's the same as Layton, where the music of the puzzle theme usually is counting.
it's interesting. It's interesting you mentioned that. Guess who's one of the sound designers of this game?
Tomohito Nishiura.
Tomohito Nishihira, which marks the first time since Rogue Galaxy that he worked on a non-Layton game. So that's kind of interesting. And let's just say there's a particular track in this game that I'm kind of convinced he contributed to. And Teo knows which one I'm talking about because I've talked about it with him. Let's just say it's kind of an
But
interesting
there you
Easter
go,
egg.
you screwed up.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just like I said.
Oh, well, that's...
No, Pedro, you can't cut the corners.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's another thing that Duez just put out really well. You can't jump diagonally between platforms.
Oh.
Well, mind you, if you did, the game would. You could just pretty much break the puzzle.
Basically, yeah.
Speedrun time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chaos control.
Alright.
Pew, pew.
Thanks, Pistolier. Alright, moving on.
Surprisingly, they called Swain instead of the thief.
Well, because that would maybe be a bit too obvious. And hey, he was good with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And back to the point where that gun was like his...
Not to mention,
main-
Teo, he used this gun to steal anyway. So,
And you screwed up
True.
if you want the orb.
that's okay.
Again, the orb is optional.
There we go.
There you go, just like you said, need an escape.
Yes, Jova's phone. That's very good. Anyway,
Well done, Dover's phone. You're passed.
alright, let's continue.
Imagine no phones
All
can
right,
solve puzzles.
next set.
Well, they can. Well, you can use a phone to look up a YouTube playthrough.
Or sometimes the phone may be part of a puzzle.
So basically, we have to go.
I think I know.
Go ahead, Teo.
Well, I know what the path, but describing it is limited.
Alright.
Yes.
Gotta think carefully because I don't want to start the puzzle all over
Yeah, you
again.
need to use the external parts. Like you have to go to the exterior borders.
Yeah, should be.
I don't remember if I do get that orb. We'll see.
Oh, you didn't got one there. So...
We missed one, remember? So you're not going to get the ball.
I know, but I'm talking specifically about this orb. I mean, even if I only get 2 out of 3 orbs, that's still 2 prizes out of 3. That's good. Go ahead, Drippy. Smash that tower with your head, I guess.
The
are the
power
comedic
of words
sidekick.
compels you.
Alright, notice how the text said the boy faces the dragon, which means, of course, we have to turn the dragon towards the boy. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yes, that was gone. The dragon was vulnerable at last.
So let's conclude the story and see that the boy destroy the dragon.
Boom shakalaka.
Indeed.
Boom shakalaka, boom.
Boom boom shakalaka. Boom
Something in them, right?
shakalaka.
Mornstar!
The spell struck the dragon who fell down dead, and thus the world was saved.
Dun, 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 dun,
Thanks to
dun, 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 dun.
Girl.
Oh, look at that. We got a Sage's Secret. Basically, Teo, that's one of the better
Knowledge is
medicines in the
proven.
game. And you're not... that's the only way you get one of these this early in the game.
Is that how I'm supposed to leave, I wonder?
Alright, let's go then. Alright, so that's the Trial of Knowledge passed. Next is the Trial of Courage.
And away you go.
Alright, anyone who paid attention to the E3 2017
What-
coverage of this
where
game
am
may
I?
remember this boss battle we're about to face.
It's awfully high up.
Indeed. You can say, I guess we're in a castle
Trial
in the
of
sky.
Courage awaits.
Oh, goody, the trial of courage.
Test of courage. Really,
Draw
dude?
thy sword, vanquish the foe before thee, and you
You
must
know,
live
when I first got to this puzzle, I thought it would be like a metaphor. You have to fight yourself, and because you're your own worst
I
enemy.
wonder what kind of foe it will be.
By the way, you have to do this with 0 rings.
Oh no. Alright, the Trial of Courage is just the boss battle against a fog monster, which will later become a normal mook in typical JRPG fashion.
This looks like a sort of arena.
Yep.
Not many people there though.
Alright, like I said, anyone who saw the E3 2017 demos will remember this part.
Fog.
Monstrously mastered metal tester.
Alright.
2 arms.
As it's pretty obvious from the way the monster looks, this monster is very strong physically, but not exactly fast.
Hit
So
him in
use
the
your
back.
speed, use your speed to your advantage, and make good use of Toe the Tenebris as I'm about to demonstrate. There you go.
Pedro, what do you remember what level I was at when I fought this monster?
No.
I don't think I was that far off from you.
And now, of course,
Really? You sliced its ass?
A pair of boss's
It's-
boots.
hey, it's very essential. Also, how did that boss have boots? It wasn't wearing any.
Yes, yes, I know. I have no idea why these monsters are carrying 148 gil and a magic fire ring. It will forever be a mystery.
Whoopee.
Go ahead.
You did
Tail.
it.
Ah, okay.
I did.
Yeah, don't crow right now.
All right, time to get ourselves a kingmaker.
That's quite a trophy.
Find out who it is.
So only 2 trials, not 3.
Maybe Jova, maybe like Teo, Hina was thinking of the Trial of Love, but then he thought, nah, that's stupid.
Alright, guys, let's have a guess who it is.
It's your boy.
Yo, it's your boy Guzma.
Ooh, that's quite a big sphere.
Oh, it's Bahamut
Jesus
from
Christ.
2014. No?
All this build
And
up.
it's
It's
tiny.
It's a lemon.
Hey!
oh god, it's a fairy.
Meet our kingmaker, Lofty.
Um,
Oh,
I would like to
very
call a
good
refund, please.
answer.
Go ahead, Dwebs. Actually, no,
What's with
versus
this
Teo.
little guy? Is he a monster?
Right then. Oh, that's charming, that is monster indeed. I'm your flipping kingmaker, ain't I?
And
Okay,
yes,
time to export some democracy.
yet another Welsh fairy.
Cool, you don't know half now to hurt a bloke's feelings.
Is this a joke? So you're my kingmaker?
Yes, Shiri?
No, the vocals were a bit high pitched there, so I thought.
But I am Sunshine. Name's Lofty. Lovely to meet you. I know that.
Go ahead, Shiri.
So, Evan passed the trial?
With flying colors?
Yeah.
The contrast.
Yeah.
Which means he can become a king again, right?
I don't think it's that easy. It does indeed. You have my full permission to rule over a realm of your very own.
That's very
Well,
charming.
if I do then,
You
I
know that the
guess.
Rat King is a fucking mutant griffin.
Thank you. I'm sorry if it seems ungrateful. It's just I was expecting someone
Taller.
grander.
Of course, stab me in the heart, why don't you? The nerve!
To eat more protein, bro.
I'll have you know I can look very grand indeed when I have a mind to.
He actually means that, believe it or not.
Not at the moment, like. But anyway, my name's Lofty and I'm from Cardiff. It's time to make our bond official. You got anything on you we can swear to make us, do a pact over?
Oh, let us establish a covenant.
It will become a sacred treasure of your kingdom. So don't go giving me weapons or cake with most of blood or anything like that, yeah?
Oh, of course. I completely forgot. It sounds as if my sword and wand won't do. Let me see. Back up. Come on, I know it's right here somewhere.
Come on, man, I haven't got all day.
Hold on, these dimensional pockets are really a pain to nip through. What about this stick?
I've gone to Cardiff Bay and got there.
I love his reaction now. Hold on.
Tidy. Right, hang on.
That place.
A stick. He wants to make the sacred bond over a flippin' stick. You're a one, you
I
are.
love that vocal clip of Lofty. Really?
That feels like an Undertale reference.
It's
Well, it can't be
probably
helped, I
not.
suppose.
I don't
like
know,
a nice-
Shiroi. The Japanese seem to really like Undertale.
Looks like a nice, sturdy one at least.
Yes.
Okay, here goes. Hold up the royal wig.
Be careful not to get it stuck up your ear with how you're acting.
We must now
Yeah,
protect
the
this stick
glow.
with
Now
our
you're part
lives.
of the way of a wiht.
All
It's
right.
going to turn into a wand.
There's beautiful. Righto, right turn.
Oh, so now you think the stick's beautiful.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's because it's
No.
a magic stick.
Now blow the candles and make a wish.
And
Count to three.
I wish for unity.
Now
there
you're
you go.
pregnant.
The King's Bond is now established.
Now it's for Cardiff City win the FA Cup. We aren't getting what we want today, are we?
Notice that symbol of a dragon. That's
dragon.
that's the symbol of their King's Bond, the dragon. That's foreshadowing for something later. Go ahead.
I now pronounce us King and Kingmaker. May the King's bond that now binds us to remain thick and lustrous till death do us part.
I feel like I
Awkward.
stepped into a huge commitment.
Don't
One
worry,
that
we
I'm
ain't
not
married.
really prepared for.
Kingsbone, huh?
We ain't married, you know.
You could have avoided it otherwise.
I'll
It
say.
doesn't look very thick to me.
It
Oh,
looks
okay.
extra thick.
Yes.
You people. Well, I've only just made it, ain't I?
Yes, we're just friends right now.
When the advance by your kingdom gets going, it'll soon fatten up.
Huh. Again, this choice of words. Then we had better start building our kingdom right away. Don't
I didn't write this script, you know.
And I know just the way. We'll make Dark Cloud free.
Oh, yeah, that's the spirit, man. Flip! I almost forgot. I got something else amazing to give you, innit?
Indeed, he does.
Something amazing. Give me my own dragon?
That's right, man. Yeah, get a load of this little beauty.
Get on all of this.
The
We're
tactic
getting a
tweaker.
dragon.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a sheet. A paper.
You got a toy
Stone-
like a baby would have.
What is this? Some kind of stone tablet?
Nah, man, not some kind of stone tablet. A stone tablet containing the almighty power of me, your kingmaker.
So it's just some stone tablet. It's just some stone tablet, which is
Or as
just
I
some
like to call
stone
it, the
tablet.
tactic. Or as I like to call it, the tactic tweaker.
Indeed. The tactic weaker, just as Lofty says, is a very special stone tablet that can have all kinds of interesting effects on how you do battle. You can access it from the main menu. Basically, it involves changing. You can literally change how strong you are towards a certain element, how weak you are towards a certain element. Basically, when you try to make yourself stronger to an element, you automatically make yourself weaker to some. You can also increase your XP, the XP that you gain, while at the same time at the trade of receiving less money. Basically, it's a customizable of risk and reward.
Just so you know, we have no idea what you're on about.
Don't worry, Tani, you'll get it quickly.
But fine, we just have to fiddle around with it, innit? You'll soon figure out what's what.
Yeah, basically. Thanks, Lofty.
What?
Alright, we've done what we came to do. Let's get back to the Sky Pirates base.
Yay, let's go then.
Yippee!
Hooray!
Time to found a kingdom the American way by invading someone else's country and colonize the shit out of it.
Wait, hold on. I thought that was Britain who did that.
Of course, scenes of the fathers.
Yeah. Technically, Britain were the ones who forced the natives out of their home.
Alright, let's go and let the boss know we're back.
The boss, right.
The same code as the boss.
Alright then. Let's go speak to Patsu.
It always blows my mind that the boss is also the same girl who voices Pearl from SpongeBob SquarePants.
It's not characters I know named Pearl.
Mr. Krabs' daughter.
Yeah, I know. I've just seen so many cartoons.
True, yeah. There are a lot of characters named Pearl now that I think about it. Jeez.
It's common.
You made it back in one piece then, eh, lad?
Yes, you sound a bit loused though for some reason.
I went to Cardiff. By the look on your face, you didn't come home empty-handed.
I suppose... No, this is my... my kingmaker, Lofty.
Ah, is it indeed?
Oh, he's no Shaquille O'Neal, but he'll do.
Who? He's a
Shaquille.
little, ain't he? Says you, shorty.
He has an attitude, I can tell you that.
Alright, you scurvy dogs. Make ready for a feast. These kingmaker and swabs set us up a celebration.
That's
All right,
right,
party!
now Evan is officially a king.
A feast.
I think I'm Kumber.
No, actually, Dwebs is Kumbish, you're Chinggis.
Oh, right. Kumbus is the shorter one. God. The bigger one looks like a Kumbus, whereas the shorter one looks like a Chunibus.
And then Evan got told off by his parents.
I still had no
because
faintest idea what the hell was going on.
And then Evan got told off by his
I
parents
just
because
rolled because the food was really good.
and then Evan got told off by his parents as spirits for staying up too late.
So there you go, they stayed up all too late, all night indeed, as you can see.
Ooh.
So yeah.
It's morning already?
And a big
Gosh.
dinner today.
Alright, cutscene.
The sun rises on a new dawn, as I will rise from the ashes of my defeat.
In a few hours the sun will rise.
Yeah, we know. Trailer shot.
And now once again we get a demonstration of the pirate's life philosophy that we established in the previous part.
Yes?
Well, now, there's a thing. I see something in you, and I'm not the only one.
Will you do us a favor when you become king?
The men of Cloudcoil Canyon do hereby swear fealty. We serve you now, your majesty.
Yeah.
Cool, privateers!
So there you go. The pirates decide to ally themselves to us.
Basically, they're privateers. Privateers are basically pirates who work for the crown.
Basically, yeah.
And with this fledgling following, he took his first steps on the long road to ruling the world.
Good job, Evan. And now another dream. Basically, we always have a dream with the curious boy at the end of every chapter.
This curious boy should mind his own business.
I am. It all happened just as you said it would. I met
You're such a great friend to talk to, Moth.
made lots of new friends.
Who?
Moth,
Perhaps I really can.
The hero of
be
legend.
Miss Tenella.
clearly Evan here is having a conversation with Marth as a kid.
You don't do things by halves, do you?
Reminds me of Medieval Wonder Boy.
But building a kingdom is hard work. And building a great kingdom is even harder.
And that's why we'll never get Dark Cloud 3. It's just too big a kingdom to make.
I know that.
Is this like a metaphor for video game developing?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Evan is, he needs to build his own company from nowhere because he was
Yes.
outcast from the original one.
No,
Huh?
he left by his own accord. He was not fired.
Okay, so the analogy works. And basically, he's
Romanticizing
got.
Pedro.
Yeah, he romanticized it.
I'll try my
It's
best.
kind of like how chain chomps are based off of the dogs that chased Miyamoto as a kid.
Mhm.
He envisioned them as giant beings that will kill you.
Well, he already did. Thanks to his heroism and sense of honor, he was able to win the hearts of the Sky Pirates. So that's definitely a good first step. That he's definitely has potential to be a great king.
Oh, I get it. And the Sky Pirates are supposed to be Studio Ghibli, who are incredibly stubborn against the first Ni no Kuni.
All right.
Or rather, Miyazaki was.
We shall see.
All right, everybody. In the next part, we start Chapter 3: The Town That Tempted Fate.
See you later.
Then.
See ya.